Okay, wonderful. So right away, I would love to go to our topic of the day. Our topic of the day is majorly about inviting. It's about inviting. And then we talk about tips on inviting, making appointments, and planning for events. Now, I want to take off some time and speak about approach. Usually when you join the business, the number one thing that you are required to do, it is to create a list of names. Yes, you are supposed to write down your goals and dreams, and probably with time, also go ahead and come up with a what? Go ahead and come up with a dream chart. It's very, very important to have a dream chart. Now, after you've been able to have a dream chart, you've been able to have maybe even a goal card or even a vision board, you are very clear about what you want to achieve out of your life. The next bit is going to be start using the products. And it's very, very important that we use these products. You know, some of us, we made a lot of mistakes. When they told us to use the products, we never use the products immediately. So that is why some of us actually took long to be able to build a customer base. It actually, in my first 5 years of doing New Life, I was struggling to do 100% points. Why? Because I was not using the products. So if you are a distributor, you want to succeed in this business, the very, very first step is using the products. Then after you have used the products, you are going to go into your phone and you write down from the first number in your phone to the last number in your phone. And when you're writing this, please do not prejudge. Do not prejudge. Just write down every single person in your phone. Surprisingly, sometimes the people we expect to become our customers or we expect to become our distributors, surprisingly, they don't. Some of them even start using the products later on. So that's why we are saying, do not prejudge. Just make sure that every single person in your phone gets to know that you have diabetes program, you have pressure program, you have amazing food supplements. And then that is why sometimes also very important to always keep your statuses up to date so that people can be able to view and see what kind of business are you into. Aha. So when you create a list of names, from the first name in your phone to the last name in your phone, what is going to be the next part? The next bit is going to be come up with what we call a hot list. You have written in your phone, you have 2,000 contacts. And then you have all written them down in your name list. Create what we call a hot list. A hot list simply means these are people that already have conditions that you know. For example, we are already preparing ourselves for the new season. Every single farmer is going to need Super Grow. And they are also going to need training. Please do not make any mistake of speaking to a farmer about Super Grow without telling them about training or Pro Vitality. Aha. Now, we're talking about creating a hot list. You have finished generating a list of names. Now you need to create a hot list. A hot list is a list of names of people that you already know that have conditions, that have needs that you know. For example, right now, I've given an example of farmers. All the farmers that you know right now need to be added onto your hot list so that you start contacting them and informing them how you have Super Grow. Create a hot list. We have events over the weekend. I know there's an event in Intungamo. there is an event here in Kampala at Imperial Hotel. Create a hot list of people that you want to invite for these events. Create that hot list. Now, after you have created the hot list, you have created a hot list, you have been able to write a name list. How do you approach these people? Because I also know that there is a possibility of writing down all these contacts, and after we have written them down, fear kicks in. Fear kicks in. And it happens to everybody. Even up to us right now, though we've been around and we are very well experienced, still somewhere there are still some things that we fear. So if you fear, it is okay, it is understandable. But now we need to overcome that fear. Now, how do you approach people? Oh, you have written down these names. How do you start contacting them? For example, on your hot list, these are these farmers. Give them a call. One of the things that you need to avoid when you're making calls, don't look desperate, number one. Number two, do not look like you're trying to sell your product. I don't know why, but for some reason, the moment people sense that you want to sell to them a product, all of them will always put a shield. They will even avoid meeting you. They will even avoid giving you appointments. So if, for example, if I have created a hot list of all the farmers, how am I going to start approaching them? If, for example, one of them is, let's say, David, I am going to call and say, hi, David, how are you? This is Justus Muhumuza. I know you are into farming. I have very good information that can be able to enhance or can be able to improve your agriculture projects. I would like us to meet for an appointment so that I can be able to share with you. I do believe this information can be of help. Very simple. I have not talked about a company. I have not talked about a product. I have seen people who call their friends and say, hi, Dennis, I joined New Life. I have very good products. One of them is called Supergrow. If you use it, my goodness, it's a very good product. Well, if you're going to try it out, I wish you the best of luck. But I did it. It never worked. You only get disappointments and frustrations. So in approaching these people, in talking to these people, in trying to get these people to give us appointments, avoid talking about the company name. Because when you start talking about, I joined a company called Neolife, and then people are going to start to be like, oh, wait a minute. Is it like Forever Living? Is it like Tianchi? Is it like those things whereby you have to join, then you bring others to join, and you build a tree? Now, to avoid all that, don't talk about the company name. Don't talk about a product. Say, hi, John, how are you? I understand you're a farmer. I am into a project whereby I help farmers to maximize their yields, and I hope the challenges that they go through during cultivation. Challenges like too much sunshine, depleted soils, expensive agro input, expensive chemicals and all that. So I like us to meet so that we can discuss. I feel this information can be of great help to you. Trust me, if you approach people that way, they will always give you attention. They will give you appointments. Hello, Sam. How are you? I am running a business, and it is something you can do part-time for part-time income. I want to give you an opportunity to work with me. Let's build together a part-time business for part-time income. Hello, James. I am doing a business. It is something you can do part-time for pastime income. I like us to meet so that we can talk about it. When can we meet? Hello, Dorothy. I understand you're a teacher. I'd like to introduce you to a business that you can do part-time for part-time income in your free time. Can we meet and talk about it? Hello, Dennis. How are you? I am hosting an entrepreneurship summit at Imperial Hotel this Sunday. I'd like you to come and have a look at what I do. I help people to build part-time businesses for part-time income. Perhaps this could be a good idea to you. Why don't we hook up on Sunday at exactly 2 p.m. so that we can discuss about this? I am not talking about the company. And then please don't talk about the company name. And then also when we are trying to get people into the business, when people start sensing the whole thing, come and join us. People are tired of joining companies because the same Dennis is being pulled to join forever. Alliance is also pulling them to join. Maybe you never know, they've even never joined some other companies before. Now you're calling them to join. People don't like joining things. But so the way we approach people really, really matters. Hello, Dennis, how are you doing? I have some information about health. I am running a program whereby I am teaching people on the good disciplines of health so that I can help them to prevent chronic diseases. I'd like us to meet one of these days so that we can speak about your health. Perhaps the information I have can be of great help to you. It can help you to live longer and healthier. Now, I am just giving you a frame of how you should actually, you also need to be creativity. You don't have to use the same exact words I'm using, but you need to be creative. But then there are some things that you must not say when you're calling people for appointments, when you're trying to approach people. Do we get the point? I hope we are getting the point. So that is about approach. If you approach people like a salesman, like you have something you're selling, it will always be a closed door. If you are approaching people like you want them to join something, it will always be a closed door. So let's make sure that we approach people in the rightful way. I have information that can help to increase your yields. I have information that can be able to better your agriculture projects. I have information that can help you overcome the diabetes and pressure. Can we meet and discuss about it? Now, as you're talking about that, there is also the online bit. There is also the online bit because not all the time people are going to give us physical appointments and meetings. No. So I can call, hi, James, how are you? I am running a program with the farmers to see how I can help them to increase their yields and go through this season without any challenges. I don't know whether you can hear me because I saw my network saying my network is a bit unstable. Let me make Dennis a co-host so that in case you lose me a bit, you can always tell me. Okay. Can you hear me, Dennis? Okay. So that is it. So even when it comes to, let's say, online, how do you?
Just as we can hear you very well.
Yes. How do you approach someone online? You can be like, hi, Dennis, how are you? I understand you're a farmer. I understand your mother is sick. I understand your father is sick. I understand your aunt is sick. I am going to share with you some information. Please make time and listen to it. It is information that can help to improve on your agriculture projects. It is information that can be able to help to better your health. Hello, Dennis. I'm doing a business. It is a business you can run part-time for part-time income. And I think you need this. I think this is something that you can do in your free time to be able to earn some extra income. I am going to send you some information. Listen to it. If it makes sense, then let's talk about it. So you can also use this tactic or this form of approach to as many people as possible on WhatsApp or on any different social media platform. So sell information. Don't talk about joining a company. Hello, Dennis, I've joined New Life. We need to, no. That is a wrong approach. Now, let's talk about organizing or planning for events. For example, we have events happening this weekend. We have one in Western Uganda in Ntungamo, and then we have one in Kampala on Sunday at Imperial Hotel. Now, have you organized your list yet? And that's why, usually that's why I talked about a hot list. You go into your name list and then try to see who can I invite for this weekend function, because it's going to be powerful. On the 9th, we are going to be having a meeting in Iganga. Who can I invite for that meeting? Write them down, and let's get into the habit of writing. Now, usually when we have these big events, the number one people to invite are your distributors. I have a team, a very big team. So when I am going to organize for my event on Sunday, my number one priority is to make sure that I invite all my distributors to come in and attend and see the bigger picture. That's number one. So when you are planning for these big events, number one to consider are your distributors. Number two, people that should be on your list to be invited for company experience meetings. Number two are the people who have attended meetings before, people who you have done one-on-ones with, people that have filled the forms and they are serious, they want to join the business, people that have deposited. Invite them. So Dennis, how are you doing? Are you well? This weekend we have a summit at Imperial Hotel. I'd like you to come and see the bigger picture of this business. As you make the decision, I want you to come and see the bigger picture. So we'll say that when you're planning for events, number one, to invite your distributors. Number two are the people who have attended previous meetings. And then when you are telling these people the number one and number two category, please advise them to come with at least a minimum of 2 friends. I have attended meetings before whereby I invite a prospect and I tell them to come with a friend, and the friend ends up joining, and the person that I invited does not join. So that also happens, and it happens a lot. So whichever person you invite, give them an opportunity to bring a friend. So we've said we've talked about distributors, then people who have attended meetings before. Then go into your list of names and also invite a minimum of 50. A minimum of 50 new people. Call them. Now, like I said, some of these things are easier said than done. I know some of us actually fear to call these people. I know the fear always kicks in. Even me, by the sometimes right now, Sometimes I can go in my phone and I say, should I call Beatrice? Should I call her really? And I end up not calling them. So if you actually sometimes fear, or if you have the fear of calling, type a message and send. Hello, Dennis, how are you? We have an entrepreneurship summit at Imperial Hotel. I think it is going to be full with a lot of ideas, new concepts that can help to make you a much better person. I would love you to join me so that we can attend together. I know this can be a game changer in your life. Chup, send them the message. Indicate the venue and the time, and you send the message. And that one is even very easy, by the way, because when you type a very good message like that, you can actually be able to invite 500 people at a go. Whereas if you're to say phone calls, you might call 1, 2, 3 people and airtime trip, or even you fear calling them, isn't it? So the message thing actually works very well, very, very well. So formulate a very good message. Hello, Dennis. I am inviting you for an entrepreneur meeting at Imperial Hotel. There's going to be a lot of good business ideas. In fact, it's a business that you can do part-time for part-time income. I'm going to be formulating a good message, and I forward it on our groups that we can actually just put in their name, punch in their name, and send to them. Because sometimes these messages are way much easier. They are very, very good way to attend. People don't ask many questions. When someone asks you, so what is the entrepreneurship summit all about? Just tell them, you attend, you will get all the details there. Attend, you'll get all the details there. So in case you're the fearing type, I'm going to formulate a good message and then send this message to all your people. So a message can actually also do very well. And then remember, every single person that you're inviting, ask them to come with a what? With a friend. Ask them to come with a friend. Now, as we are inviting people for these functions, always have it at the back of your mind that there is an element of numbers. There is an element of the law of averages. We have an entrepreneurship summit at the Imperial Hotel. If you have invited 5 people, there is a chance that you'll get 0 coming. If you invite 10 people, there is a chance you'll get 2 guests coming. If you invite 20 people, there is a chance that you'll have 5 people coming. If you invite 50 people, there is a chance that you'll have 10 people showing up at Imperial Hotel. So what I'm trying to say is, the more people we speak to, the more people we invite, the more chances of having more people showing up for the meetings. And then as we also organize for these big events, something also that I also came to learn, that the only sure guest that you will be 100% sure that they are coming to attend the meeting with you, it is that guest that you have gone with. It is that guest that you have gone with. So as you're also coming for these functions, make sure that you walk in with someone and you sit with them on the same chair. So the only guest that you can be sure with that will attend, that will come right on time and will attend the meeting is the one you have gone with. So come with 1 or 2 guests, and then as you also wait for those, you send messages, as you wait for those that you have actually done what you have invited. And as you're doing these things, you actually need to be organized. For example, the people that you're inviting for the whole of this week, on Saturday, you need to call them to reconfirm the appointment. And then on Sunday morning, you need to send them a message as a reminder. And then 1 p.m. or midday, send them another message as a what? As a reminder. So this is how we actually organize for these meetings. This is how we organize for these meetings. And that's how we are also able to, and remember that these big meetings are always very good. They help to show us the bigger picture. They help us to, to make our businesses better. So let's make sure that we organize ourselves for these big meetings. Whenever you hear there's a big meeting, organize yourself to participate in person and organize to invite as many as possible, because when there's a big meeting, that is an opportunity for you to expound and grow your business to bigger heights. So that is how it is done. That is how it is done. In closing, I want to share with you something that I actually plan to do on Friday, Saturday. There is an expo that is actually happening at, it's happening at Kololo. It's called Harvest Money. And this expo is going to be having, I think, over 100,000 people for these 3 days. All big companies are going to be showing case of what they do. All farmers, everything. So many farmers are going to be coming in. So many of them are going to be coming in. So let me show you what I am planning to do. Because usually when there's something like this, it is an opportunity for us to get as many contacts as possible. It is an opportunity for us to be able to expand our businesses. Let me show you something that I'm planning to do for these 3 days, because I want to go there and get 100 contacts. Remember that our business is about collecting friends. Our business is about collecting friends. Do you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? So that is this is my business card for this is actually my business card for farmers for advertising the Super Grow. I think I'm going to edit so that I also add there my TNN, since every farmer needs to also be told about Super Grow. So what I'm planning to do, I am going to print out these cards with my phone numbers, because participating in the expo, it's it's about 1.2 million shillings to get a stall. The one that I participated in Arua, I only paid 300,000 to get a stall for me to participate. And by the way, I got a very many contacts, very many contacts. And whenever there is any opportunity of getting contacts, please go ahead and maximize it. Now, because I'm not going to pay this 1.2 million shilling to get a stall, what I am planning to do, I am going to make these business cards. Since it's basically agriculture, I'm going to make these cards. I'm just going to add their TNN. Now, I am going to pay 20,000 shillings for entrance, because not for free. Entrance is 20,000. So I am going to pay 20,000. Then I want to go to every store and be like, how are you? I say you have an amazing products here. This is good. This is good business. I see you're changing people's lives. So tell me about what you do. Then they tell me about what they do, their tractors and everything, coffee, vichi, So of course, everyone is going to be exhibiting their product. I think, my goodness, this is very good information. I think it is information every farmer needs. By the way, my name is MUHUMUZA-UG. I actually am a director. You can say I'm a senior manager, or I am a manager, or I'm an executive manager, or I am a director at Neolife International. And we are the manufacturers and suppliers of Super Grow. I know you must have heard about the Supergrow. This is my business card. Give me your number. I will call you one of these days so that we can make appointment and we see how we can do business together and we see how we can make farmers' lives better. And I am going to go when I am very smart like a director, so that when I ask a number, someone says, yes, I am speaking to the real director. Let me give him my number. So I want to go print these cards and I go through all the stalls and I meet all these people, interact with people, socialize with people, mingle with people, connect with the people. I want this expo that is going to be at Kololo, I want to collect a minimum of 200 numbers because I'm going to print 200 numbers that I'm going to give out. And if things are very exciting, if I give out these 200 numbers on Friday, I could even print another 200 cards to give out on Saturday. And on the Sunday before I go to Imperial, I can still go there and first do what? Now, all this is creativity. All this is creativity. Remember that our business is about collecting names. Our business is about getting people. Our business is about connecting with people. Our business is about letting the whole world know that you have something they need. So as we are doing our business, we need to be creative. We need to be creative. Just print 500. Yes, I am going to do that, Dennis. I am going to print 500. And then you're saying, don't go home if you don't give them out. I have noted that. I am going to print 500 and I am not leaving Kololo before these 500 cards are given out. Of course, like I said, the law of average works everywhere. The law of don't even eat, Dennis. Okay, I will not eat until I've given out all the 500 cards. Yes, the law of average works everywhere. If I give out these 500 cards, trust me, if I give out these 500 cards, at least I am going to have a minimum of 15 new customers. If I give out those 500 cards, I am going to have a minimum of how many? Remember, I am paying 20,000 for what? For entrance. And then I am going to go to every stall. Oh my goodness, you have amazing products. I can see you are the people that are changing farmers' lives in this country. By the way, my name is Justus MUHUMUZA. I am a director, or I am a manager, or I am an executive manager at New Life International. And of course, with the way how I am dressed, they will say, yes, you are the manager. I am a manager at New Life International. We are the manufacturers of Supergrow and suppliers of Supergrow. I like to do business with you. Let me share with you my contact. Please share with me your contact. Meanwhile, I am going to go with my amazing book. I am not going to go with a ramshackled book. I am going to go with an amazing, amazing, amazing book that I can be able to, with a very, very nice, beautiful pen. And of course, I'm looking good. Then I am going to get as many contacts as possible. Are you in Kampala? I've actually told you what I'm trying to do. Please, why not? Go ahead and do it. And these are expos whereby you meet these ministers. Interestingly, all the biggest farmers, they're in Kampala, they are seated in their offices. And when it comes to such kind of expos, that is why you have a chance to meet all these big farmers who plant on 500 acres, 1 square mile, 2 square miles. So when you have a platform like this happening in Harvest Money, that is a nice platform to also dress decently. And you also go and mingle with these people. You never know, you can just get 2 customers that are completely going to change your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to end here. Let's maximize this weekend. Let's maximize all these big events that are going to be happening. 2024 is our year to rise and shine. Thank you so much. See you on Sunday at Imperial Hotel. Please remember, the only guest you can be sure that will attend the meeting is the one you have gone with. Have a blessed evening.